right now for your free credit score. CreditKarma.com, where free is really free.
All right, some breaking news, and I guess what we got to call the Donald Sterling saga at this point. I think we've reached the point of a saga. Apparently, he wants to, according to reports, he wants to give up his rights to the Clippers to his wife, Shelly. And I don't know what his relationship is with Shelly at this point. There's been mixed reports on that as well. So what does this all mean, and how will the NBA react to this development? Well, the commissioner, Adam Silver, talked about this. Take a listen.
As I understand the position of Mrs. Sterling's lawyers, in essence, they would say, we accept you can terminate Mr. Sterling, but somehow Mrs. Sterling comes with the team. I think even if that's not what it said in our Constitution, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, in the same way, even if you had unrelated partners, if you terminated the franchise of the primary owner, and that owner had several, colleagues, cronies who were also owners with him, it wouldn't make sense that under our Constitution, we could then go about selling the team, but those other partners would have to come along. And so our position is, once under the Constitution, based on Mr. Sterling's conduct, if the owners ultimately decide that it's appropriate to terminate his franchise, the interest of all owners is terminated.
Yeah, I think what's got to happen here is this team has to be sold. Yeah. And ultimately, owners want to know about the bottom line. There's pride, everything else involved. But ultimately, if it's about money, you got to sell now, because this team's not going to increase in value if they begin the season
you drag it through
with
the mud.
a Sterling attached to the name of this team.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to play. No one's going to advertise, right?
Absolutely. All right. You have LeBron saying he's going to boycott, next year's season if the Sterlings are in any way connected to an NBA team. Look, Donald Sterling, his wife, are going to be gone. It is just a matter of time, and it's a matter of money and how much it's going to cost for someone else to come in and own that team. But the NBA is done with them, and you cannot force the NBA to do business with you. I'm sorry.
This is like the only situation, Seema, I can think of legally where you're being penalized and you end up walking away with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
$1 billion.
Right, but now the question is really, what was the impetus for Sterling to now give up his rights to Shelly? And following up on what Tanya said, following up on what Tanya said, are we certain that Shelly will not still be involved in the ownership of the Clippers?
No.
Because she has to get a fair market price for the team. So what if she says, well, no, we've put it out there, I can't get a fair market price, I'm going to retain ownership.
She can't.
But she
can't. Well, let me tell you, the market value of the
retain
team.
It partially.
Yeah, the market value of the team goes like this.
Right.
If she retains ownership, because nobody is going to play for them. Nobody is going to advertise in that building or on that team, and nobody's going to be buying the jerseys.
I disagree. If she's a minimal owner and she doesn't have any controlling, deciding input in how the team plays or conducts itself, then what does it matter?
It matters to a lot of people. I mean, this is a principle thing here, and people are not divorcing her from Donald Sterling. She's been his wife for almost
I don't even know if she's divorcing herself from Donald Sterling.
That is a shame.
They're one and the same, and nobody wants anything to do with her or the husband.
I disagree with that. He's a racist. We all agree with that.
So is she.
But what has she done to demonstrate herself as a racist?
She's not an owner. He's an owner. He is the primary owner of that team. She is just his wife. Just because she's married to an NBA team owner doesn't mean that she can put herself in his shoes and enjoy that relationship
to you saying that
with
she
the
was
NBA.
Racist. Do we know she's a racist?
Well,
That's
I think
what I'm
she's
asking.
been sued for housing discrimination, both of them, for discriminating against Hispanic renters in their building.
Yeah, she went out posing as a building inspector.
There have been several suits relating to racial discrimination, dealing with both Donald Sterling and his wife. I don't think there's any question that they have issues.
But they're still not going down without a fight.
Yeah,
being a slumlord is
not
being a racist.
And we will be there for that fight. Shield actor Michael Jace now officially charged with murder